screaming episodes went on over a period of time measured not in weeks or months, but in years. Really? That could never happen. Not in my house. Or so I assumed. I didn't know anything about the kind of trauma that would lead to this endless screaming, let alone how I would cope with it for years. That's only a sample of the events that tested my faith and shook the foundation of my life, and my family's life as well. I wasn't completely naive. Like everyone else, I knew about child abuse and had generalized impressions of what that term meant. That was a start. But these years have taught me more and changed me in significant ways. These past years softened my heart, but toughened my spirit and resolve. Trauma, neglect, habitual child abuse are not abstractions for me. Not after holding beautiful little toddlers and preschool-age children in my lap and listening to them disclose the horrible stories of what had been done to them. I'm not even going to describe some of what these children talked about. On the other hand, I'll say this. By the time I heard my 2.5-year-old talk about his birth mom trying to drown him on one occasion and strangle him on another, I was already beyond shock. Just as I never thought I'd hear, firsthand, these kinds of stories, I also started this journey not knowing how fiercely I'd end up fighting for these children. I'm still fighting today. Telling you about these kids and being honest about my story is a necessary part of the path I'm walking today. Still, every now and then, the contrast between the reality of my life now and my old world blows my mind. In a conversation with one of the many professionals we work with, I admitted that it's nearly impossible to describe the difference. I might as well have fallen through a portal into a parallel universe where no one spoke my language, I said. Even worse, in my new world, the hideous things I saw and heard often barely raised an eyebrow. Just to be clear, no one forced me to that portal. Though unprepared for what I found, I searched for the portal and worked really hard to be allowed entry into this universe of foster care. My family and I are in our 9th year of fostering, and although still capable of being shocked and horrified, I refuse to become jaded. The value of shock. Shock is good. It has the power to jolt people like me into action. If I ever reach a point at which I'm not shocked by malnourished, underdeveloped toddlers with cavities in every tooth, then maybe I should leave this work behind. If a child talks about sexual abuse occurring in locked rooms and I'm not shocked, and queasy and squelching my rage, then it will be time to look for a new passion. With the shock comes the heartbreak. I can say it out loud. My heart is broken. I'm painfully aware of the really hard journey these kids have been forced to take. My heart breaks for their scarred minds and bodies. No matter what happens going forward, they'll carry heavy baggage forever. But since I'm not jaded, I won't take in stride this massive injustice so many children face. In fact, I regularly confront an unfortunate number of professionals with the question, "Why aren't you shocked?" The question applies to everyone. Why do we so easily and comfortably absorb the notion that millions of kids carry the weight of extreme trauma and neglect? On a regular basis, I find myself caught between advocating for the children in my care and navigating the rules of this new universe. Although it was by no means the norm, it's true I've dealt with individuals, professionals, who suggest that maybe I'm a little too involved, a little too vigilant about the children getting what they need. Maybe I'm the issue. "He's so cute and sweet," one of my least favorite social workers said. "Why would he need therapy?" Because his emotional pain is so great, he screams for hours and punches himself in the stomach and pulls at his eyes until the skin around them is